After you have traced the entire image and you have made a scale of color from the lightest hue, lightest tint, to the solid color, to the darkest shade, you can click off of that scale, that value scale, and then go back to the layer that has your outline of your face on it, so this layer. And when you get there, what I'm going to have you do is go through and number your lightest values, number 1. So everything that has the same super light value on it is a number 1. And then everything that's slightly darker than that is a number 2. And these differences can be really subtle and hard to pick up. It's okay. It's going to be kind of a little bit of a guessing game. You'll be all right. So just go through it. Number 1's the darkest, 2's, 3's, 4's, all the way down to whatever number is your last on your scale, which really should be number 11. So you're not going to have that many 11s and you won't have that many spaces that are 1s, but it does depend a lot on the photograph that you take. So after this is all numbered out, you're going to add an additional layer by hitting the plus sign. And then you are going to, I'm actually going to delete that, and then you're going to paint in on top in this new layer your lightest values. Now this is when you start to do it and everything seems like, ooh, it's not gonna look good, and it gets really scary, right? You're gonna choose your lightest value from the scale. You're gonna match the color by holding your pencil or your tool down on it, right? And then you can go back to your new layer, zoom in to wherever that shape is and paint it in. And then you can zoom back out, paint everything that is a number 1 with the color for number 1, paint everything that's a number 2 with the color that's for number 2, and so on. So you're just popping back and forth between those layers. So I put 1's, 2's, and 3's on one layer. I have a second layer with 4's and 5's, pretty much 4's and 5's on it. And then I have a third layer with my darkest hues on it. And I did go and make some of the colors darker as I was drawing. So if I came to a point where I was like, no, this needs to be different, I would tap on the color or have the color up, and then I would maybe tap on this scale and push the color darker or lighter just to make slight adjustments if I wanted it to be a little bit different to fill in. So these are the steps you'll be taking to fill in the portrait in your painting on this assignment. After you have this done, your next job, oh, here's my last set, the darkest values there. My last job after that is to come up with a background, and right now I just put in a blank background of one of my shades. But I'm not finished with it. This is just where I'm leaving you for the second phase of this assignment.